Dabnah, yeah. This is the Lonely Man Podcast, and today I'm going to be answering the internet's hardest questions. I found a page online, Cleverism, and it says it's the hardest would you rather questions on the internet. There's no face cam today because me and the hair ain't getting on. I need to go to the barbers, get trim, tan up a bit, and then you'll see me back to my Greek god best. Anyway, I'm rambling. Question 1. Would you rather have the ability to say what you're always thinking or never be able to speak again? I mean, for me, this is quite obvious. Have the ability to always say what you're thinking. I mean, to be fair, I already have that ability. And I don't mean in a, I'll say what I think to their face kind of way. No beating around the bush, just literally just be you. You get, and I've met so many people who just goes, I'm going to say exactly what I think to her face, and then they go up to them and then they're all kind. You just can't go up to somebody with that energy and then fold like a badly stacked set of cards. Say what you think, win, lose or draw. It doesn't really matter. Would you rather become the world's best at your skill or have the ability to speak every language in the world? I mean, for me, speak every language in the world. 100%. There's nothing more that impressed me when you're sitting down and somebody just goes from English to another language. It's like a fucking power. Like, imagine me speaking now and then just being able just to speak like this, but fluently and just flow into another language. Like, that is fucking mental. There would literally never be no language barriers ever again. You would never have to have that awkward moment where you have to say to someone, I don't understand what you're saying, and look bad. And imagine how good it would be to tell someone to fuck off in their own language. That is just the ultimate. Only then could you truly sit back and say, you know exactly what I think. I've just told you. Picture the scene. I could literally be in France. He's a widow, he's talking like this and don't really know what he's saying. And then obviously in the French language, I can't do it. I want to be like, you're pouring my drink too slowly. Let's actually look that up. What would that be in French?
Tu verses mon verre trop lentement.
Tu verses mon verre trop lentement. I told you it's bad. But yeah, if I could speak like this but sound like that and tell somebody to hurry up with my drink, 100%. Next one, would you rather have the ability to fly or the ability to make yourself invisible whenever you want? I mean, come on, guys. Isn't it obvious? Be invisible. I can stare at women and boobs. Yes. No, obviously I'm joking. I can't say them kind of things. Of course I can't, because of the missus. No, I mean, you don't have to have the ability to do that. You could always hide and just creak the door slowly just so that you can see them. Imagine that. Hiding in a wardrobe, just masturbating. You don't have to have an ability to do that. You're just a creep. And also, like, you're not going to get caught. You're fucked. No, just give me the ability to fly. I will literally do the same stance as Superman in the air with my right hand out with the middle finger up. Fly around whenever you want. I wouldn't need to learn to drive. I wouldn't have to get on a plane. I could just zip around as and when it pleases me. Would you rather never work again and still have enough money to live a comfortable life, or never be able to sleep again and you suffer no side effects? I mean, considering there's brackets, like there's terms and conditions to this, it's obviously very important. It's probably because it involves money. It's got to be right. I mean, if there's a single person in the world who ever believes that they will be satisfied with the current amount of money that they make, they are off their heads. There are billionaires in the world who still would like another billion, another million, another pound. It's all a win. Let's not lie, money makes the world go round, and that might be such a hippie thing to say, but without money, you literally can't do anything regardless. Also, if I'm being told that I can never work again and still live a comfortable life, like, who isn't going to sign on that fucking dotted line? Yes, I would much rather never be able to work again or never work again, because I don't have to sleep and I can still make money doing other things that people do during the night. I don't have to have a job. I can be my own boss for once. Yeah. Would you rather be in prison for a year in a maximum security prison with the most hardcore criminals, or be in prison for 10 years with Wall Street type criminals? So would you rather be in a prison with Bronson or the cast of Wolf of Wall Street? I think I have to go maximum. Like, I'm in there with people that have done bad things. So that also means I've done bad things. But if I'm in there with the Wall Street, then I don't know who's going to stitch me up. At least I've done something to be in a maximum security prison. If I'm in with Wall Street, well, they're just going to talk about money. The thing that we all can't deal with because we're in prison. Would you rather have to eat only healthy food for the rest of your life, or be unable to drink anything else for the rest of your life other than water? Oh, seems a bit personal, this one. I'm going to have to go for the healthy food. I couldn't just drink water. I couldn't leave certain things, like, you know, coffee means so much to me. First thing in the morning and I wake up and it's water. Fucking hell. Heads would start rolling. Even soft drinks, like, I'm not a fan of like the fizz or whatever, but like just water. and it's so boring. Obviously, you should drink a fair bit of water anyway, but just water, that's dead. At least with healthy food, like there's still foods I can eat, but it's just got to be healthy, right? And imagine eating like healthy the whole week and then not being able to have a beer on a Saturday night. Can't do it. I can't do it. This might sound like the most alcoholic thing I've ever said, but yeah, healthy food. And also, why would you not want to eat healthy food? Like, you could eat nicely, lose weight, you know, and then at the end of the week, treat yourself. Would you rather be the best footballer and never win a World Cup, or be an average footballer and win the World Cup 4 times within your career? Now, I think obviously you want to win the World Cup. I mean, if you're playing for your country, you play at your club and you're that good that you get all the way to world football and you never win. It just comes down to if you're a team player or you just care for your own success. I don't think I'd want to be the best footballer. I think I'd want to share the success, regardless of how good or shit they think I am. If this question was World Cup, or if I wanted to win a cup, FA Cup, Premier League or whatever, Champions League with West Ham, I'd go with West Ham. But it's not. But I'm just trying to give you an idea of where my head's at. Imagine being that good and then never winning a World Cup. I couldn't be one of them players. It's going to have to be an average player for me. To be fair, most people hearing this think I'm bang average anyway. So, would you rather go back 1,000 years in time and become a king, or continue with the life you have as it is today? I mean, as you know, I used to be a king, so I don't really have to worry about that side of things. I used to be the king of jokes, and I used to sit on a throne. But it's asking, would you rather like fulfill accomplishment or stay as it is? I suppose if you stay how it is today, like say you're already a celebrity, then you don't need to be a king. Whatever. This just sounds like I'm hungry for clout. No, I think you stay as you are with the hopes of becoming a king. Everyone's a king. We're all kings. Remember that, guys. Would you rather have the ability to watch the top 5% of the best movies, or only be able to watch the remaining 95%? Or would you rather watch what you already know is good, or anything else that could possibly come out? That is a tough one, because you don't know what's going to come up. But there's so many banging movies as well, and I can't watch these top movies again. I've just got to hope that the ones coming out later are better. That is a dilemma, that one. And you'd repeat them over and over and try to not get bored. It's got to be the 95% because of what could come out, and those films could be better than the ones you've already seen, and you've got more chance. There's more variety of what's going to come out. Plus also, imagine the person picking these top 5% could be not even what I consider to be the top 5%. Imagine that. It just goes on views and it's a shit movie, and that makes it in the top 5%, but it's not what yours would be. Would you rather have the ability to breathe underwater, or the ability to see at night like it's daytime? For me, it's got to be the ability to see night as though it's day, because I can swim, but I'm not what you would call a good swimmer. I could look after myself, I could survive, but yeah, I'm not a fan of it, you know, so physically I can do it. I've just heard that back. It makes no sense. What I'm trying to say is I could do the actions, I wouldn't die, but physically it would drain me, and I don't know how that's going to help anyone. I've got no interest in catching fish, but I'm offered the ability to see night. I get out of bed and I trip over fucking nothing as it is, and you would just have constant night vision, like some Splinter Cell shit. I think that would be amazing. No more stubbing the toe as well as you get out and you catch a skirting ball. There's a clear winner here. Would you rather get a first in university while not really learning anything, or graduate in a lower second class while not really learning anything? I mean, that kind of just explains being in school, to be fair, so I already know the answer. And it's the first one. I'll achieve very well while not really learning anything. I said it in my second podcast too, like I got the teachers to do my written work because all I wanted to do was paint. At school, when we done PE, I was alright in football, but if it was rugby, I'd just be doing laps around the field, and then when the rugby ball gets pinged over because somebody's done something, I would just pick it up and volley it. You know, like sometimes you don't need a lot of talent to get what you need to crack on with what you're interested in. Would you rather be the best basketball player in the NBA, or be the world's greatest video game player? Now, I have no interest in shooting hoops or being the best basketball player in the world, but video games I'm already fucking shit at. I'm such a noob when it comes to it. I don't even know any of the games anymore. I've took such a break from PC and gaming, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. And when I play these games now online with my mates, because I kind of got back into it, they absolutely ridicule me because I'm that bad. But I'm not one of them players that gets really offended when they lose. So like, I think it's funny if I'm 4-0 up, but I also think it's funny if I'm 4-0 down. But when I see people that are dedicated to the calls, you know, the niche and the love for the game, like someone who plays FIFA but they play it really well, you know, they're doing ball rolls and skill moves and my head's just popping because I'm like, I don't even know how you know that. And those are the guys that get such joy out of beating another person, but it's like to them because they do it every day. So I think I've got to be the world's greatest video gamer because I've always wanted to be good at video games. I've just never really committed to it. Talking of video games as well, I think everyone should have something that they go to just to take their mind off normal life, whether it be slamming someone FIFA or being in a cinema, just something just to take your mind away from your real life bullshit. I'm gonna get deep, but trust me, find something you don't have to think about and you'll be better for it. Would you rather have loads of acquaintances, people you casually interact with but no best friend, or one very close friend but no other friends? It's got to be a best friend for me. Like, that's literally how I live life now. Like, I've got such a close circle, but it's great because they know everything about you, you know everything about them. From my side anyway, I think it's better to know one person very well than try to get to know 20-30 people and then juggle meeting them. I think a close bond is a close bond, and that's what you should stick with. You know, you only really need one, to be fair, and that one you can do all these amazing things with. You can go to these places, you can go to that party, that show. Like, deep it, this is real life, this ain't Facebook. Like, I think I've got something like 500 friends on Facebook. I don't even know, I'd say 400 of them, and then the other 50 I might have went to school with. The other 20 are people that I've met along the way, and 5 of them would say, well, I hope they'd say that we're best mates. Would you rather live in a place that rains continuously or a place that never gets a single drop? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, apart from sitting inside watching the rain, I'm not a fan. I don't think anyone is avidly going outside with a bucket of water, pouring it over them with clothes on, feeling good about themselves. And I feel with the weather too, like when it's a little bit lighter outside, when the sun peeps out, you know, everyone feels a bit better about themselves. At least I think. Like when I wake up and it's sunny, I feel like I want to go out, I want to do things. But when it rains, it's miserable, and it's even worse when you're fucking in it. Would you rather have no nose or no ears? Wow, that question is brazy. No nose or no ears, and they're both two very prominent things. Shit, I've been stumped, guys, I'll admit it. Think of it, I'm staring at the mirror, I ain't got a single good choice. I can have no nose or no ears. What would I notice more? The ears I'm going to notice less, the nose ain't going to be there though. No nose, no ears. This is probably the hardest one so far. I'd probably have no ears. I feel like you need your nose, obviously, to breathe in that. Like, I don't want to walk around with my mouth open the whole time just so I survive. People say I don't listen to them anyway, so I'm not really using my ears to their full potential anyway. I don't want to answer this, but I have to answer it. I have to give you an answer. I'm not going to cop out. It's got to be ears. I know they frame my face and I will look like a right weirdo, but having no nose, and I don't even rate my nose, but no nose or no ears. Even now, like, I'm trying to reconvince myself. No, I'd have no nose. No, I'd have no ears, sorry. Would I? I don't know. No nose, no ears. Keep it simple, Charlie. No ears. Fuck it. No ears. Would you rather travel to the past or travel to the future? If I travel to the future, I can see what's going to happen. I could see tomorrow's lot of results and be in a very different place. If I travel to the past, am I living in the past is the thing. Am I questioning it too much now? I think that nose question has thrown me, you know. I think I'd like to know what's happening in the future. The only time I'd consider time travel is basically being able to live one or two memories again. So it's got to be future for me. Would you rather be forced to wear wet underwear or wet socks? Now, sometimes I do my washing and I get up in the morning and it hasn't dried, and I would probably wear both. Not avidly, but say I only had one pair of socks and one pair of pants. Underwear, sorry. Pants seems weird. I'm not walking around like Superman. Would I be more uncomfortable in the groin area or my feet? To be fair, your socks get wet sometimes when it creeps from your trousers down to the bottom of your socks when it's raining, and that's probably less comfortable than your underwear because there's a lot of heat around that area as well. Hottest parts of your body are that area and your mouth. Eventually they'd heat up. Wet socks, it's going to take a little longer. Got to be wet socks for me. Would you rather have the ability to predict the future or the ability to read people's minds? 100% read people's minds. Couldn't give a fuck about the future. And I know I've just answered a future question, but I would just like to see what's going on or whatever. But I'm so scared about what people think about me that I'd love to read their minds just so I know. Then I can cut them out, I can never talk to them again. But yeah, predicting the future, you could predict anything and it could or could not happen. I know this is saying that it's a certainty, but I could sit here now and say that an old lady's gonna get hit by a bus. That is predicting the future, but people ain't gonna love it. But I know I would love it if I could read someone's mind. I wouldn't do anything weird. I wouldn't try and whatever, some Professor X bullshit. It would mean a lot to me for my sanity purely, and my own arrogance, that I could read their minds and actually know what they think. Would you rather get the chance to meet your celebrity crush just to realise that they're a complete douche? I love the way that they said douche there as well. Or the chance to meet them and continue holding them in high regard in your mind. Or never get the chance to meet them and continue to hold them in the same regard in your mind. Celebrity crush, you meet them, it's cool, they're a bit of a dick. Or I don't meet them and I don't change my mind. They always say you're not meant to meet your celebrity crushes. This is a tough one. Well, I had a crush, Caroline Flack. It's hard to meet her now, God rest her soul. And I have never met her. And I still do think of her the same way in my mind. She'll still be a crush. You know, honestly, I would much rather never meet someone that I've got a crush on than to meet them and find out that they're a dick, because it just changes your whole opinion on them, and you can never unsee that or unhear the bullshit that they're talking. If it's bad enough what they've said, then they'll be ugly in your head anyway. Just keep it like it's Game of 21. I'll stick. Would you rather find your dream job and excel but never experience love, or work an ordinary boring 9 to 5 but find the love of your life? Well, I've done that, to be fair. There's things that I want to go on to do, big dreams and more importantly, big money, but to never find the one you're meant to be with, that's not right. I would much rather work in the pits, like doing rubbish, being a fucking binman, like I don't care, and to find the one that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, like that's all that matters, right? That's surely the goal in life. Experience things, make money, find a girl and just live it out. To be fair, I work 6'4" anyway, and I do have the most wonderful person by my side. It's got to be love, man. No love, there's no nothing. Anyway, thank you for listening to my bullshit. Please pick a question and post down below what your answer would be. If I'm completely wrong, then please educate me and put me right. But it was an interesting video. There is something like 132 questions on here, and I'm more than happy to go through this whole fucking list just so you get to know a bit more about me. But please like, comment and subscribe. Don't screw up paper because it causes blisters. I'll be back. Dabnah out.